Good morning, everybody. How are you all? I hope you're well. It's almost the end of term. We're almost there. Time for 2 weeks off for Easter, where you will be able to spend some time with your families, and now you'll be able to go to parks and see a few other people outside, which will be brilliant, won't it, for all of us? I'm really looking forward, personally, to the Easter weekend because on those days I will see some of my family who I haven't seen for a little while, which is very exciting. But we've got a few days left of term, and during these few days of term, it's really important that we remember how to behave. I've spoken to a few children individually, and I've spoken to some classes collectively, particularly Puffin's class. I've spoken to you quite a lot, haven't I, about the rules in our school. And you might not remember, but there are only 3 rules in our school. And today's assembly is about one of them, and that rule is over there to show integrity. Now, to show integrity isn't that difficult, really. All it means is that you need to make the right choice even when nobody's watching. And sometimes it can feel a bit difficult to make the right choice because you can start to feel some strong emotions. And that's what the book that I'm going to read to you today is all about. So I'm going to read you the book. And then once I've read you the book, I will talk to you again about integrity and about why we think in our school that it's so important. So, let me make myself a little bit smaller. There I am. I'm just going to move myself over a little bit more. There I am. Okay, so this book is by Tom Percival, and I've read you some of his books before. I like Tom Percival's books. This one's called Ravi's Roar. Now, I do a lot of roaring at home. Me and my daughter Bella, we roar all of the time. But actually, in this book, we can see that Ravi sometimes roars for the wrong reason. So there he is, playing happily with a model plane. And here we can see some more of what he's doing. There he is playing. And these people here, we're going to meet them, aren't we, I would imagine. And this man here will meet them. It's something that authors and illustrators do quite a lot, isn't it? They introduce us to the characters before we've even started the story. So here we can see Ravi, and then we've been introduced to the supporting characters in his story. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop myself over there and in the corner. Ravi was the youngest and the smallest in his family. And over here you can see that Kieran's the tallest, and then Jaya, Anil, and Ravi's the smallest. Everyone was bigger than him. Even Biscuits the dog. Most of the time, being the smallest was great. But sometimes, just sometimes, it wasn't. One day, Ravi and his family went on a picnic. There was a race to get to the train. And guess who came last? Ravi. Everyone else got a comfy seat, but Ravi had to squish in with Dad and Biscuits. Then Biscuits made a bad smell. I wonder if you've ever felt that in your life where you're the smallest and because of that you didn't get treated fairly. I'm the youngest in my family and I remember feeling a bit like Ravi, like why am I the one who's squeezed up? So what I'm doing there is I'm comparing this story with my life, which is something that readers do. When everyone got to the park, they played hide and seek. It was meant to be fun, but Ravi couldn't find anyone. If I make myself a little bit smaller, get myself out of the way. I wonder if you can find anyone. Oh, there's someone just above my head now. And there's someone up on the tree with me. But I think I still might be missing. Oh, I've just spotted the last person. Over here, just over my shoulder there. Let's carry on. At the adventure playground, the monkey bars were too high. The gaps between the logs were too wide. Can you see how Ravi's starting to feel? Have a little chat in your classrooms with your teachers about how you think Ravi's starting to feel and why he might be feeling like that. And think about when you started to feel that way, when things weren't going your way. And when Ravi wanted to go on the big slide, the man said, "Sorry, son, you're too small." Ravi got so cross that his face turned red. And then Dad said, "Come on, let's get an ice cream." Everyone ran off. And guess who came last? Ravi. And then, when Ravi went to get his ice cream, there was none left. Look how Ravi's feeling now. Well, that really did it. Ravi was furious. He growled. And a stripy tail popped out of the back of his shorts. Then he sprouted 2 furry ears, sharp pointy teeth, and stripy orange fur. Ravi had turned into a tiger. The tiger took a huge, deep breath and then roared. Ravi's brother looked a bit nervous and handed the tiger his ice cream. When the tiger went to sit down, there was no bench for him, so he roared, and everyone got out of his way. It was great being a tiger. The tiger did all the things Ravi couldn't. He swung across the monkey bars, he leapt across the logs, he even slid down the big slide. Nobody dared said no. So the tiger went wild. He roared and growled and did exactly what he wanted. Rah! But soon, he found that nobody wanted to play with him. Suddenly, the tiger felt a bit sad, and nowhere near as cross. In fact, he couldn't quite remember what he'd been so angry about in the first place. I've been like the tiger before. Sometimes I'm like the tiger now. I'm sorry, said the tiger in a quiet voice. And when he said that, everyone felt better. That's okay, said Dad. Well done for saying sorry. Then, without realising, Ravi became a boy once more. And that was the last time Ravi ever turned into a tiger. Although every now and then, he let out a bit of a growl. Okay. So, I'm going to take us back for a couple of pages. Let's first of all look at this page. Here we can see, I made myself a bit too big. Here we can see Ravi becoming furious. And he's jumping up and down. Now I know that all of you have felt that feeling before, because every person in the world has felt that feeling before. But Ravi perhaps could have thought a little bit about showing some integrity and thought, would it really be the right choice to turn into a tiger and roar and ruin other people's games? I'm not sure if that's the right choice. And if you're starting to feel like that on the playgrounds or in your classroom or when you're at home or over the holidays, maybe what you can do is you can think about how Ravi felt when he'd roared at everyone and he realised that no one really wanted to play with him anymore. He felt sad, and we don't really want to make ourselves or other people feel that way, do we? So if you can, take a moment and think about what to do when you are getting to this mood. Perhaps it would be good for you to learn a technique that helps you pause. When I'm feeling like that, I do some finger breathing. So what I do is I put my hands up and I breathe in and then I breathe out. So as I go up a finger or a thumb, I breathe in and then I breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And I do that just once or twice, and that calms me right back down, because it's really important to use your breath to control how you're feeling. Another bit I wanted to talk to you about was this bit here. Oh, no, wrong page. This bit here. I'm sorry, said the tiger in a quiet voice. And when he said that, everything felt better. It's so important for us to own up to what we've done, to show integrity by making the right choice, to make the right choice, to apologise, to own up, to take responsibility for our actions. We all make mistakes, we all do things wrong. I do things wrong all of the time. But I try my best to show integrity, to make the right choice, to apologise when I've done something wrong. And that seems to help people understand me, and it seems to help them feel a bit better too. So, if you are feeling like you are about to rah today, don't worry about it. That's okay. We all get to that point sometimes. Try a technique. Maybe try your finger breathing. In, out. In, out. Maybe that'll calm you down. And if you do end up roaring and becoming a bit wild, then make sure you take the time and you take the responsibility and you make the right choice. You show integrity to apologise for what you've done, because then we can move forward, can't we? Right. It's possible I'll do another assembly for you by the end of the week, but I might not either. So I'm going to say now, have a lovely break. 2 weeks off. This is my favourite break of the year. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you do too. Make sure you stay safe and make sure that you listen to the people who are at home who are looking after you. Bye-bye.